Why is absolute value misunderstood with real numbers? Imagine trying to measure how far a car is from your house without caring about which direction it went. That's what absolute value does. It measures distance, not direction. But many people get confused about what it really means when working with real numbers. Absolute value is defined as the distance between a number and zero on the number line. This means it is always zero or positive because distance cannot be negative. For example, the absolute value of 3 is 3, and the absolute value of -3 is also 3. It's like saying how for something is from 0, regardless of whether it's to the right or left. The tricky part comes from the algebraic way we write absolute value. We use a piecewise rule. If the number is 0 or positive, the absolute value is just the number itself. If the number is negative, the absolute value is the opposite of that number, which makes it positive. This conditional rule can be confusing because it involves understanding inequalities and cases, rather than a simple one-line formula. One reason people misunderstand absolute value is because they think it preserves the sign of the number. They might believe that the absolute value of -5 is still negative, which is not true. It always turns negative numbers into positive ones. Another common mistake is treating the absolute value bars like parentheses, which can change the meaning entirely. When solving equations with absolute value, students often get stuck. They forget to split the problem into two cases, one where the inside is positive or 0, and one where it's negative. This can lead to missing solutions or thinking that some equations have no solutions when they actually do. Graphing absolute value functions can also be confusing. The graph looks like a V shape, with the point at 0. Visualizing this helps connect the algebraic rule to the geometric picture. If you see the graph, it becomes clearer that the absolute value always results in a non-negative number. Many misunderstandings happen because people memorize rules without understanding what absolute value really measures: distance. When you think of it as the distance from 0 on the number line, it becomes easier to grasp. Practicing with real examples, like finding the distance between two points, makes the idea more concrete. Remember, the absolute value of any real number can never be negative. If you see an absolute value expression less than 0, you know it has no solution. Understanding this helps avoid common mistakes. When working with real numbers and algebra, keeping in mind that absolute value measures how for something is from 0 makes the concept much simpler. It's all about understanding the idea of distance and how to handle the rules carefully.